guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video I'm going to review Switched at Birth Season 2, Episode 21, Departure of Summer. I thought this was the perfect season finale. It was just really, really perfect. I liked that everyone finally realized what they did was wrong, especially Daphne, and I really liked the twists in the episode, so let's just get to it. First thing we have to talk about, of course, is Toby and Nikki. So, I know we got this. Just because. By the way, I'm watching Scary Movie 5 right now. So, I actually got all my movies today, so I got them all. I'm gonna watch Scary Movie 5 first, then I'll watch the other ones right here. Yeah. Alright, so basically, let's first talk about Toby and Nikki. Basically, everyone's going crazy over the wedding. Everything's done really nicely and they can't wait to get married. But of course, John wants to kind of try to stop the wedding as well. And it gets to the point where Nikki's mother says, if you guys just want to have sex, go and have sex. And she basically thinks that Nikki and Toby only want to get married because they want to have sex. So what they decide to do is they go into a hotel room, and they decide to see if they have sex and then they still want to get married. And they wake up the morning, they have sex, they wake up the morning after, and they realize they don't want to get married, but then they realize it was their wedding day, and they just end up eloping. So at first they canceled the wedding, and then they eloped. So we'll have to see what else happens there. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I thought that was done really well because I was hoping that they would end it bigger on a cliffhanger. I'm like, come on, you can't just end it here. This isn't how you can end it. We have to have something bigger than this, and we did, and I thought that was amazing that they did elope. It's definitely going to be a big shock. It definitely was a big shocker, and I really liked that, so that was really great. Alright, what else happened? Well, then let's get to Ty and Bay. So Ty and Bay's very worried about Ty. You know, he's going off to, he's being redeployed. And at first, he said he was just there really to tend to the RV basically. But then it turns out that he actually is gonna be deployed, and he is going to be at war, and there is going to be a war going on. So, Faye kind of doesn't want to say goodbye to him, so she wants to apply to this art school, basically, that's in Berlin, where Ty is going, basically, so they can be together. But Ty doesn't want to do this. Nobody really wants her to do this, and I thought Ty was just the perfect guy in this episode for what he did for her. He basically makes it look like him and, Aida slept together, basically, and, Mary Beth finds out about this. She is very upset about this, but it turns out that he's lying to her. He wants her to get over him, and I can see exactly why he did this, because he wants you to get over him. He wants Bay to live her own life. You know, he doesn't want her to make her own, she wants her to make her own decisions, and don't make decisions just because she wants to be with him. You know, they basically break up, and he doesn't tell her. And he tells Mary Beth, don't tell Bay, and I thought Ty was the perfect guy in this episode to do that. He had a lot of balls to do what he did, and he really, that was amazing. Ty, I mean, that was great. That was just really amazing. Now let's talk about Daphne. So, the guy who was filming them, it turns out that that guy was the guy who they broke into his office. It's the guy who, the whole sex scandal thing. And at first he thinks it's John, but then Daphne finally comes clean about it. And she kind of talks to Jace about it, and Jace says he doesn't want, he wants to do it, he wants to be there with her. And she says, "Oh, no, I don't want you to take the blame. You're not a citizen. You could get deported and things like that." He basically says that has fallen in love with her, basically. He's been in love with her all this time, and from the moment he saw her, he was in love with her, and it was all, the reason he pretended to hate her was so she'd get to like him more, and I thought Jace was just, he's the perfect guy for Daphne to do that. I mean, all the guys in this episode were just amazing, and he was the perfect guy to do that, so I gotta give applause to Jace too. In the end, she ends up getting arrested, but we kind of hear this monologue about why she did what she did, and yeah, so that's basically why she did what she did what she did, because she felt that she was just, it was things she didn't feel wanted, so she kind of started doing stuff, and she feels really bad about it, so yeah, that's basically why she did it. And the last thing we have to talk about is Angelo. Now, Angelo, of course, got the baby last week. Baby was his, but the gay couple was very upset. He kind of felt very bad for them, and he didn't want them to have to go through this. By the way, there wasn't a lot of Regina in this episode, which was a good thing, because Angelo and Regina's relationship, sort of, has kind of been ruining things for me. I haven't exactly liked that, so I'm glad that, hopefully we're done with that, because I didn't like it. So yeah, basically, Angelo goes up to the gay couple, and he basically tries to find a way to, give them the baby back, and he sees that they have this other baby, but the baby doesn't exactly, they don't really know how to care for this baby. This is a baby that they another baby that they adopted, but they don't know how to care for it. But then he sees how good they are with this baby. And so he decides that he wants to give them back the baby, and he decides that what he wants to do is an open adoption, a way that both of them can visit the baby and be with the baby, and the baby will have 3 fathers, basically. And I thought that was very sweet of Angelo that he did that, and that was really good. So yeah, the episode ends with Sarah Bareilles' song Brave being played as a montage. We see that Nikki and Toby eloped. We see Daphne getting arrested. We see Ty going off to, to the military. And then we see Angelo, getting rid of all the baby stuff, like the crib and all that stuff. And so summer's over for them. So that's basically how it ended. And I have to say that I loved this episode a lot. I thought it was really, really good finale. Probably the best finale they've done, and probably the best. It's right up there this season with the what would happen if the switch never happened episode. It's right up there with that episode. So perfect episode. Really loved it. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. What do you think is gonna happen now that Toby and Nikki eloped? Is Daphne gonna get out of jail? Is she going to jail? What do you think is gonna happen to Daphne? Is Bay and Emmett going to reconnect? I have a feeling they're going to get back together. Is Ty ever going to tell Bay the truth? And that's basically it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye.